Speaking of which, one's about to come up. A big one. The big one. In my opinion, the hardest boss in the game, and probably in just Kingdom Hearts in general. It's a dude who has made life very difficult for many a gamer. I wonder where that pot is. Salmon. Obtained or a calcum. That's cool. I don't know what that for. Oh, hey, look, it's a Trinity mark. Dang, I don't know anything about this game. Oh, it's a Mithril shard. It's like all the things I needed, I'm now getting. Alright. Alright, take out. And we've got to take out our elixirs. So, here's the thing. You technically don't need all these elixirs. It helps to have them, just in case the boss fight goes a certain way. But this fight is really hard. I want to be sure I have all the right abilities equipped. I don't want Slapshot. Sure. Leaf Bracer. I want Strike Raid. Second Chance, Sliding Dash. Counterattack is good. Critical Plus. I don't want Hurricane Blast for this one. I'm going to say no to Combo Master. Blitz, sure. No Combo Plus, actually. And no Ripple Drive. That might make things difficult. MP Haste, sure. Critical Plus, definitely. Attack Boost. Nah. Alright, so we're just going to quickly save the game. Alright. You know the rules, right? So, basically, after beating the Hades Cup, we unlock this cup here. This one is available right from the get-go, right after you beat Hollow Bastion. Which doesn't make sense, because it's basically, this is the Gold Cup, this is the Platinum Cup. I'm gonna go with the Platinum because I want to get it out of the way, and I feel like that's the order I did it in. This boss, I basically spent all day yesterday practicing, and I was only able to beat him once, but the strategy I used to beat him worked out pretty well. And this boss terrified me as a kid. This is Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII. Cloud's arch nemesis. Basically, this guy hits super hard, is extremely, can hit far, super powerful. Is just incredibly dangerous. So basically what my philosophy is like he has various phases, and I'll do my best to kind of explain them. In this first phase, he will just kind of walk slowly and attack and then dodge back. Occasionally he'll jump near you or do these pillars. That is your opportunity to get in a combo. You can only get in 3 attacks because he has a 3-attack combo counter. Not only that, like he has 2 counters. He's similar to Riku in that regard, where Riku basically counted every forfeit and then countered. After every 3 attacks, he will break out of a combo and then counter you. But he also has a second one that adds on top of that. So 3, 3, and then 7. So, and you can basically kind of like punish him for using pillars. You just have to catch him at the right moment, and I don't. Also, like, my kind of philosophy is when I'm attacking him, or when he attacks me, rather, is that when he, like, unless I'm at 0 HP, I'm not going to, heal. That's an instance where... Also, kind of like Hades before him, he has more HP than the game shows. So, it looks like we're not doing any damage to him, but we're actually getting kind of close. So when he jumps towards us, that is an opportunity to attack him, but it can be really hard to close the distance, which is why I have, it can kind of be hard to get the right opportunity. This is going to be like a more slow and steady fight. Like, I've tried different avenues of attack. I tried a more aerial-based solution the first couple times that just did not work out well. Now we're getting closer. There we go. Alright, now that we can actually see the... It's like... I'm trying to time the cures right so that way I get it when he's teleporting, so that way I can get, like, immunity. Yeah, like, that first phase can be, actually, I think, the hardest because you don't know how much damage you're doing. It's like in the beginning of the game before you get scanned. It messes with, like, once you get scanned, it's such a huge boon because it just, like, it helps, like, in my feeling, like, my instincts. Like, it helps me plan what I gotta do and how much more I gotta... Alright, come on. So after you get him down to the peak is when his next phase begins. Go. Yeah, when I first fought this guy as a kid, it was so terrifying, because, like, there is no score quite like Sephiroth's in this game, and it's just like this, you know, like, church choir, basically, and it scared the crap out of me, because it's like, this guy appears out of nowhere. Like, I didn't want to deal with the Hades Cup. I thought, like, this was going to be easier for some reason. I was so wrong. I mean, this is, it's a different kind of thing, like, the Hades Cup is like a marathon. This is like a long, like, two completely different kind of things. I don't know the words. There's like a lot of parody songs for this song where it's just like, you know, it goes with like the thing that sounds like the most similar. There we go. Alright. This is his next phase. Now he's gonna start running and... Alright, so, when he does that Descend Heartless Angel thing, if he completes that, he'll unleash an attack that will reduce you to 1 HP and take away all of your MP. And then he'll immediately just run up and try to combo you. Basically, Heartless Angel will kill you if you don't have Second Chance equipped. So, it's an easily interruptible attack, you just gotta know it's coming. So that's why it's important to stay locked onto him. Of course, if you have an elixir and if you time it right, you can pop one in. Also, Active Slash. Okay. Here we go. I'm just gonna pop an elixir because I have more than enough to use and like bind like that. Basically, if you're low on HP, low on MP, I'd say use it. I mean, you could just use some regular ethers if you have them. But I feel like elixirs are just, they give you that extra insurance. There we go. So Octoslash, you can either try to block or you can just heal your way through. If you can block that final attack, then you actually get a pretty decent opportunity to get another combo in. Oh, come on. Get in there. Yeah, when I had like a more aerial-based like strategy, I was like, it was so hard because like it's easier just to, I'd say, kind of dodge out of his attacks like in roll rounds. But like when you're in the air, his attacks just have a way of hitting you easier. I'm gonna pop an elixir just because I'm feeling. Dang it, I keep messing that up. Let's go. I've been getting a few hits on him, so that makes sense. Yeah, Sephiroth is all just about knowing when to risk it and when not to. Like, I could have got a combo in, but I probably would have died. Okay. That was on me. I tried to go for a combo. I'm gonna use 2 elixirs, so that's okay. Like, that can be the difficult thing with Sephiroth, is that if you keep trying after he beats you, I would honestly say just restart if you don't have a lot of elixirs, because it will eat through your reserves. Dang it. Hopefully I can just get him on 2 attempts. I got sloppy that time, because sometimes if you try to combo him after, like, if you try to combo him and you miss one, he will do his fire pillar as, like, a way to punish you. Go. Come on, jump over. The thing with Sephiroth when he jumps is that it's like hard to get like a sliding dash into him and still keep the distance. It's like catch you jumping. What are you gonna do? I also have Strike Rate equipped, so that way, the nice thing about Strike Rate is that it gives you kind of like an invincibility while it's up. so it can be a good way to take down like half a bar and stuff. And I'm gonna save that towards the end when you know, we're go. I think one more combo and then we can start breaking through. Whoa, that was close. I don't want to use an elixir until I get to phase 2 at least. Alright, I think after one more slash he's gonna do Fire Pillar. There we go. Starting to damage the old HP bar. Go. He's probably gonna instantly counterattack. So, I'm learning a little bit more about like the mechanics of Leaf Racer and stuff, and it's that while it seems that like, you know, like I'm being granted immunity for longer than I would think, it's actually that when you take damage on the ground, you have like a few seconds of invincibility, and if you're quick enough, you can activate Leaf Racer, and that'll kind of grant you like what seems to be like a solid 5 seconds of healing. Yeah, I feel like Fire Pillar punishing is the best strategy. It might not be the most exhilarating, but go. Some good progress. That was, I gotta say that was a lucky dodge. I think like 2 more, and then he's gonna Fire Pillar, and then we can give him a knee. Go. That was too risky. I'm just gonna Strike Ray just to show like the potential damage output of Strike Ray. There we go. So Strike Ray is useful, and you're immune to damage while it's activated. So it's a way to cheat the fight. Like, some people might say like this strategy is playing it too safe and it's not fun, but like I feel like this way, like you're still kind of respecting like the mechanics of Sephiroth. I feel like a strike weight span is a one that is a little too. Oh boy. Alright, that's Heartless Angel. Okay, yeah. I got sloppy. That was on me. So yeah, that's what happens. Like, basically, if Heartless Angel gets popped, you want to, like, drop an elixir as fast as you can. Alright. Alright, third time's the charm. I'm doing a lot better than I normally do. I would say that. Here we go. I just did laundry and my hands smell like detergent. It smells great. Yeah, the thing is that if I didn't have the ultimate Keyblade, I don't know if I would feel as confident about this fight. Because, I mean, it's entirely doable without, but, like... I don't know, it's just like, the ultimate Keyblade has the best reach, and honestly, I think that's one of my favorite things with Keyblades. Like, I find having reach makes all the difference. Go. Yeah, Sephiroth, as a boss fight, he actually appears again in Kingdom Hearts 2, and I kind of hope they keep the tradition going and have him be a boss in 3, because, like, nothing made me feel more accomplished than beating him the first time, and then it was great, because 2, he's a lot easier. He's still challenging, but the mechanics of 2 make him a little bit easier to deal with. But, like, he's still a fun boss, and one that I feel like kind of, like, requires you to understand the mechanics of the game. Like, you really need to know your loadout and what you're doing. It's not just quick random abilities, it's like... And, like, you know, standard, like, that's the thing I like about all the bonus bosses. Like, they all kind of require you to think outside the box of what you normally would. Like, Kurtziza kind of forces you to, if you're more magically oriented, kind of forces you to remember to use your Keyblade every now and again. And if you're more physically oriented, you've got to really know how to manage your MP. And same goes with the Phantom, who really requires you to understand MP management and just, like, situational awareness. Like, you can't just mash away at them with your spells. And Sephiroth really requires just, like, huge, like, 1, self-reliance, 2, just, you know, knowing how to stagger the boss, knowing the best way to dodge and survive. Because there are multiple angles of tackling this boss. Like, I actually seen some people just straight up wham away at him and just tank the damage. I don't know how they do that, but they do. And his face is lasting longer than I would like. Alright, come on. Send me your heartless angel. Go. The reason I'm healing in the middle of those, even though I'm not at 0 HP or 1, is because I simply want to get the invincibility. Because now I'm just going to be taking more damage, and that's leaving me open for a combo from Sephiroth later. One of the reasons why I like this phase better is because it's like Sephiroth has more openings because he's moving faster. Like, Heartless Angel leaves him open for a good 3-hit combo if you get lucky. Also, it's called Octaslash, the thing I've been forgetting to name. It's actually like one of his special attacks in Final Fantasy VII. But if you're capable of dodging it, you can get a staggerless combo on. Like the counter he has isn't so much hits, but combos, so to speak. Okay. Alright, I'm getting sloppy here. Thank goodness for once more. There we go. Down to half of that bar. Oh. Just heal my way to victory. There we go. Haha. Yeah, so on the subject of Sephiroth, and it's something I've talked about a lot already, but Team 4 Stars, Final Fantasy VII Abridged, I like what they're doing with Sephiroth, because he's actually really scary, like, and genuinely intimidating. Because Sephiroth, I guess over the years, has kind of just become a bit of a punching bag, just because, I guess, just, you know, he's a somewhat effeminate-looking villain, and, like, you know, there's, like, a shirtless scene of him in Final Fantasy VII. Alright, I'm just going to pop an elixir for safety's sake. So basically, with this is kind of like his close to ultimate attack. You can just kind of cure your way through the fight. He also has these orbs, and that spinny thing he does. You can block that for... And you can jump over those orbs. Oh, the stupid orbs. Ah. Ow, you jerk face. This is for Aerith. You better not. Oh, thank God I did that. Like, he broke out of the one combo I did to break his Heartless Angel, and then immediately went into another one. Alright. This is kind of where Leaf Bracer breaks the game. I should call it a Leaf Breaker. That's it. Just gonna strike raid the guy. There we go. There we go. Awesome. Leveled up, got some strength, and we got Vortex. It might not have been the most entertaining or engaging fight out there, but it's, in my opinion, a tried and true method on how to beat Sephiroth. Fun thing is you can constantly engage him in each fight. Like everything else in Olympus Coliseum, it's not a one-and-done thing like the other super bosses. It was also, excuse me, we have also obtained One-Winged Angel and Ansem's Report 12.
That's the power of the Keyblade!
Yeah, that's right, Sora. Alright. So, One-Winged Angel. Has little power, but sometimes deal extremely powerful critical blows, reduces max MP by 2. Very specialized Keyblade. It's for those, you know, focusing on critical blows, obviously. Reduces your max MP by a lot. It's not my favorite Keyblade. It's one of those kind of awesome but impractical because by the time you beat Sephiroth, odds are you've beat most of, if not all of the other bosses in game content, but it's still a cool looking Keyblade and it's a nice one to have. I like its kind of like actual like samurai, like katana looking design. Like it looks like it's a katana with like flames coming off the end of it. It's cool looking. Ultima's still my favorite. I think if we, like, I'm gonna come back for the next fight, but I think there's a cutscene, actually. This was added exclusively to the final mix. Okay, gotta do my Cloud voice. I've been looking for you. As have I. As long as you exist, I'll never wake from this nightmare. You're my darkness. I'm a part of you, am I? Then join me in this eternal nightmare, untarnished by light. From my understanding of like the Final Fantasy VII storyline, this is actually like an interesting like adaptation of their relationship. I don't know, maybe we'll talk a little bit more about it when I finally play Final Fantasy VII in like 7 years. There we go. I still have no idea why this is here. It makes no sense. Like, I thought it was like a reward for beating Sephi, but I don't think so.